Morning. Oh, hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. Now I'm cutting up garlic, making a blend. Yeah. Food train Mike here. Now, sub up if you're on. Well, the ones that haven't. Alright. Alright. Fasted about 24 hours. Alright, what time is that? Maybe, yeah, close to 24 hours. So this is going to be all on an empty stomach. Fasted out too a little bit, so nutrient absorption and will definitely be enhanced here. And this whole thing goes in there. Food Train Mike, everybody doing a little blendy blend early morning. If you can, please sub out there. Do food ASMR. Enjoy the content. Everybody, Food Train Mike, come on now, give us we making that blend. We got a whole lemon, half a green apple, smaller half today. I did the bigger half. We're gonna add the apple seeds to that. We got a clove of garlic. We got apple cider vinegar. We got yeah, we got the garlic, and we're gonna add some lemon. Some lime to it. I'll show you that in a minute. Blend this baby up. Alright, everybody, I'm getting excited, sorry. Alright, now what I do is I take this lime, and I'm only going to add half today. I added a whole one yesterday, but I'm only going to add half today. We're going to cut it down. And on a lime, I take the skin off. It's kind of very pungent with that skin on there. So I'm just going to try to shave it down the best I can without trying to take any of the meat off the lime, you know. Try to get these in. I wasn't going to do this today. Feeling pretty lazy. I did one yesterday, but I didn't do really any over the weekend, so I'm like, I gotta just do it. So, you know, let's see when we throw that in there. Should make it nice too. A little pungent, but nice. All I gotta get some more water inside. So I'm going to add some more water. We added the lime, so I got a whole lemon in there. The whole lemon. Seeds and everything. I got the half a green apple in there. I'm going to add the apple seeds to it. I got a clove of garlic, like I said. And, yeah. Yeah, so that's what's going to be going in. So let's see what we can do. And normally I add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, but I'm out right now. I got to pick some up today, hopefully. So, yeah. So everybody, if you can, Food Train Mike. I do food ASMR. Try to keep healthy as well. 48, about 120. You know, I'm lazy with eating, but it is what it is. So if you like food ASMR, sub the channel. I'll also put, not bad, little flab here, but you know, no flab there. Yeah, I got a try to put on more muscle to lose that. But yeah, I'm almost 50, so whatever, right? Didn't look like this in my 20s. I wish I did. Would have been all set. Anyways, yeah, and if anybody ever goes on a channel and has questions on diets, working out, how to work out, different things to do, you shoot me a message. I make a video for you and I don't charge for it. I'm no pro. Did a little personal training that I went to school for like 15 years ago. But I mean, I do know some things that can help like people that are like starting out or, so I always add that too because I like to help people. I appreciate everybody. I'm one of those guys that just likes to have fun. I like to make the ASMR fun. I like to show stuff like this. And then I like to offer help for people that may need some advice, in the sense of, always check with your doctor first, but advice like, should I, like what's a good, breakfast? Like what's, what would be a good breakfast? What would be a good this? What would be a good, things like that. All right. So now we added the garlic, the seeds. Let's see how it looks. Sometimes it gets chunky. I got to get a new blender. I got to get a glass because this is releasing plastics into my stuff. So I'm using highly acidic fruits or lemons, limes, green apples, not acidic, but apple cider vinegar, stuff like that. Malic acid in plastic is not good. But let's see how it... I got any chunks? Crap, I think it's warm. Alright, we're gonna have to drink it like this. And like I said, normally I add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, but I'm out. So hopefully I can pick that up within the next day or two. I do drink a lot of olive oil. So that being said, I may go, if I run out, a good 2-3 days just to kind of let the system rest. Kind of let it, because I drink so much of it. If you go run out of a bottle and you're eating a lot of it and you take like a week off, it's probably wise to do that, So, I'll get it when I get it, but it'll be within a week. All right, wish me luck, guys, because this is the hardest part right now. This tastes tough, but like I said, 48, small man, but we trying, you know what I'm saying? We trying to do what we can do. Good morning. How are you, High Life? How are you, everybody? Shout out to everybody, and if you're not a sub, please do. Food Train Mike. We repping the blend right now. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming back. Lost a lot of people. But I could show you a nice technique. So, like, if you're gonna want to strengthen your wrists and your plank, so, I mean, I could sit here all day on a one hand, But if you go here, you can go here. I mean, you can go here. You can go here, you can go here. And then you can drop, But challenging exercise. for that wrist flexibility now. All right, for the wrist flexibility. All right, let me get that down so you can see that plank on that wrist. Plank on the wrist. Now, and you can do some of these. And then you're supposed to go down to here, but I'm not about to do that now. I'm a little tired, but I can show you a push-up, up in this way here. So you're right here, right? So watch. And I'm going slow. All right, yeah, I'm pretty beat, so I'm not gonna mess up. But I just wanted to show you guys some stuff Food Train Mike can do at 48. Yeah, it's hard. You see where I was like right here. You see where that is? So I was like right here. I probably should have been right here, but I was trying to do it quick, but this kind of helps with, what I'm saying, with that impact, so it's, if you're going to throw a quick shot, anyway, you want to always work on the strengthening. But anyways, enough said, let's get to the drink. Thank you all. If you can, please sub up. Thank you so much for the gifts. I humbly appreciate the subs as well. Just want to show you guys a few things that an old man can still do. I could do better, but I don't have the best genetics. I don't eat the best. And I sure as heck don't really know how to train the best. So I guess you could say I try to do the best that I can with what I know and with what I'm given. And only hope that that's just going to help me. And to be honest with you guys out there, I do have osteoporosis. I have a pretty bad bone loss in my lower spine. It's like last bone density was a negative 4.5. So if any of you have mothers out there, go and say Food Train Mike is 48 and he has a negative 4.5 T-score in his L4 region, and she's gonna say he could be fucked. So yeah, so I mean I got a lot of stuff going on. So I try the strength training, but it sucks because when I do the barbell squats and when I do some of the like the deadlifts and when I do some of the other exercises that I could be pushing more weight, I start pushing more weight and then like I start straining a little bit. So man, but I'll be honest with you guys out there. I suffer with that daily, and it affects my strength and on a lot of my lifts that I need to get better on, like the barbell squat. So now I'm doing more dumbbell squats instead. I'm working deadlifts. I'm gonna stick with the deadlifts. I'm figuring maybe if I eliminate the barbell squat, it'll help lessen the stress of the deadlift because I really want to get up on the deadlift. Feel that's probably more important. And I don't do the barbell press anymore because I tend to go like that. So you see what I'm saying? And I don't have a Smith machine. I don't go to a gym. If I had a Smith machine, I would be able to, do better, barbell presses. But, we'll see what I can do. Yes, it is, my man. Yeah, honestly, man, like 135, 140. Not much. But I'm a lot lighter and I don't eat right either. I was like 10 years ago, I was like up in the 180s. I had a 300-pound deadlift, 1 rep, which isn't that good, but I'm not a strong, I don't have good genetics, So like I'm not eating, I eat a lot of sugar, I eat a lot of processed foods. If you want to see my videos, you'll see that. I don't eat the 5 meals a day. I don't take my calorie and divide it. I don't make sure I have enough chicken and rice, you know what I mean? So I kind of slack, and I know, and I smoke a lot of weed, and I know that affects, not a lot, but enough that affects my strength, I think. So unfortunately, I'm working up, but yeah, my bench press is horrible. It's embarrassing. Deadlifts are pretty good. I'm doing like 250 with osteoporosis for like 3 to 5. Um, so I mean, the deadlifts are okay. I should be doing more, but I have that problem with the osteoporosis that's affecting my lower back, so I can't push it. I'd be doing over 300 pounds now, at 120 pound body weight. So I got to gain more weight to probably be able to hit a better bench. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna say I bench 180. I'm repping out like 120 for like 7, 8 reps, and I'm repping out like 125 for like 5 to 7, and then like 130 I'm hitting like 3 to 4, and then 135 I can only get like 2. So I'm imagining I hit like almost one with 140 a few weeks ago. So I mean, a few years back I was barely able to hit 110, 115. So I am gaining some strength. I'm just trying to get a little bit better, you know. So I mean, I'm just being honest with you, because I'm just honest. So I'm not gonna make myself look any different. Try to make myself look any better than what I am. You know what I'm saying? But either way. It's a toughie. Woo! I tell you another good thing, if you want to do too, is you can always cut garlic up, and you can just put it on a teaspoon or something and just swallow it. It's all right. You get nice organic garlic if you go to a food co-op. I got this at the food co-op. I mean, look how nicely purple that is. I go through like a clove of this a week raw. I mean, look how nice that is. Beautiful garlic, very subtle, non-pungent, just a very good quality, locally grown, um, pretty much organic garlic, I think. At least I hope. But who knows nowadays, right? It's a whole lemon, half a lime, half a green apple, lime without the skin, clove of garlic, apple seeds with the lemon seeds and everything else, apple cider vinegar, malic acid, and that's about it. And normally 2 tablespoons of olive oil, but I ran out. Yeah, ran out. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like, yeah, it can be tough. Well, shout out to Chad Bailey, 189. Thank you, my man. If you can, please give a sub. Food Train Mike, I do food ASMR. Thank you so much for joining and taking your time watching me. Appreciate you, my man. That's just an acidophilus. Well, if you add like a clove cut up raw, and you add some blueberries and some raspberries or some pineapple, you're not really going to taste it. So it could be something to think about too. Yeah. Try to get it down, man. Almost there. It was all the way up. Ugh. Ah. Ah, so gross. Yes. Right. Let's get out a little peppermint oil. Yeah. Well, that's healthy stuff. Horseradish is real good for you. Real healthy. Some peppermint oil. Yes. Yeah, I gotta understand that. I eat, well, nah, I don't eat much steak, but I eat eggs. Or I eat meat. I do love steak, but I have gallbladder problems, so sometimes the steak messes it up. But if not, I'd be eating a lot more steak. I have no problems with steak or red meat. I'm just doing this type of stuff just for my own personal reasons. If you eat any type of diet, if you eat any type of diet, yeah, I love that too. I love everything. I love shrimp. I love wings. I love onion soup. I love pizza. I love candy. I mean, my diet's horrible. I mean, look at my candy. Look at all my candy in here. These are Werther's original Halloween caramel, something caramel apple. These are Brock's caramel apple chewies. Look at all that in there. Then we go over to here. We got some. We got some chips. We got, look at this here. We got holiday cookies up there. And then in here we got a whole bunch of chips in the microwave. So I mean, I'm saying, man, I'm not some health nut. I just try to do this for just for different reasons that I've researched on YouTube and I kind of like. So I just implement it for me personally, you know. Yeah, I'm not on a liquid diet. I eat solid food and junk all day. What I like to do is when I get up in the morning, I make some hydro water and I usually put some lysine in it, some vitamin, some liposomal vitamin C, some malic acid, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and I drink that down, or most of it down, and then when I do the blend, I add it to the blend. I add a little bit more water, and I do all this on an empty stomach just for extra good hydration. And if you just do some research on YouTube, you'll see that these are beneficial for the body. So since I eat so much junk, and since we all do, it's good sometimes to add in stuff like this, to try to help benefit the body if it can. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. You have to ask your doctor on that. But, just check out YouTube and make your own, conclusions. That's all it is. Yeah, I don't eat I'm not, I want to be on an all fruit diet. I want to eat nothing but fruit and blends and nothing else, but I can't do that just yet. I'm not. I like meat. I like meatballs. I like Italian. I like chicken parm. I like Chinese. I like General. I like boneless spare ribs. I like lo mein. I like crab rangoon. I like egg rolls. I like. I like. I like going to a hibachi buffet, Japanese style, with all the meat and all the chicken and all the noodles and all the sauces. I love the Chinese buffet. I mean, the list could go on, man. I mean, I'm just on here just, showing just what I try to do in the morning to try to just put some type of health in me, because I don't eat fruit and vegetables either. This is the extent of it. All right, everybody. I do got to go. And, sorry you feel that way. This is live on a blend I made, so it actually has meaning. So I don't. But hey, why you on the live then? Well, either way, everybody, I gotta head out. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for being on. Please give a sub, and I shall be back. Thank you.